Hey everybody, this is Ted Check, recovering reporter. So, what in the world is going on with Meta? Mark Zuckerberg, he owns Meta, which I guess is the umbrella company under which there is Facebook and Instagram. What in the heck is going on with it? This pivot to the right. It's very refreshing. No, I mean, but to be honest, maybe it's just more of a correction. Things go, as I've learned in life, things go, too far one way, and eventually there's some type of correction to get back towards the middle. And so this story by NBCnews.com kind of chronicles pretty much all of the moves made by Mark Zuckerberg to, some would say, get rid of DEI, some would say get rid of the woke that infected Meta, but it goes through all of these things. He started, or one of the main major significant things was he ended professional fact checking. See, I've always said, in my book Saving the Beast, I've said that fact checking should be inherent. It should be baked in to the process of journalism. It shouldn't be something that's done, on the outside, like, oh, here's a fact check. No, fact checking is just part of journalism. You shouldn't have fact checking, um, because who fact checks the fact checkers? That's my big question. Um, you have to consider what sources they're using when they check the facts. So they're pivoting to Meta is pivoting towards more of a community notes model, like what X is doing, and I think that's great. Um, First hints came in July when Zuckerberg praised Trump's response to having nearly been assassinated, calling it one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life when Trump raised his fist in the air and said, "Fight, fight, fight." Um, Also that month, Meta removed special restrictions it imposed on Trump's Facebook and Instagram accounts. Um, Zuckerberg attacked the Biden administration's response to COVID-19 misinformation, alleging that the government had pressured, this is huge, alleging that the government had pressured the company to censor content. And that's just terrible. His criticism was far harsher than his previous characterization of interactions with the government in an interview with podcaster Joe Rogan. And it was a change from Meta's previous rhetoric, which early in the pandemic embraced a hard line against hoaxes or supposed hoaxes and other unscientific or supposedly unscientific health advice. See, it's all in the way. Look at the way they're even couching it here. Um, hmm. So yeah, it goes on and on to chronicle these things, and some would say it's bending the knee or kissing the ring of Donald Trump, but others would say, yeah, that's what this person is saying. Nina well, you got to consider the source here, Nina Jankowicz. Oh my, you got to look her up. She's a disinformation expert, or possibly a disinformation disseminator. um, but this other guy saying Meta Insider, man or woman, I'm not sure. Mark is a very centrist executive. He's not a partisan either way. So maybe it's just that Meta conforms to whoever's in power. When the Democrats were in power, it was he had Meta swing more that way. Now that a Republican is in office, he's going to swing more the other way. I mean, you can't blame the guy for trying to survive and thrive. Um, but let's take a look at some of the other headlines. So with all this, and especially the sacking of the fact checking, of course, our outgoing president has to weigh in and say it's really shameful. Oh God, I mean, let's see here. It's just completely contrary to everything America is about. No, it's not. No, it's not, because we're replacing it with the community notes. So that is truly what America's about. Americans weighing in and providing context. This guy, um, it's just ridiculous. He's still trying, still trying. He's got days left. 8 days until January 20th. Let's see here. Here's another headline. Mark Zuckerberg admits to Joe Rogan that the Biden administration screamed and cursed at Facebook employees, forced us to censor content related to COVID-19 vaccines. We kind of already went over that, but here's an entire story on it. Um, Mark Zuckerberg orders removal of tampons from men's bathrooms at Meta offices, and social media users have humorous thoughts. Yeah, so this is him getting away from the whole DEI thing. Yeah, here's another one about, and even NBC covered it. I mean, you look at the Gateway Pundit, it's very conservative, but here we have very liberal NBC News talking about the Biden administration screaming and cursing. So yeah, this is really something significant. It's very significant, and we'll just have to see, how long it lasts, or if what. What may come of this is if he's going to continue down this track, if he's going to be wishy-washy, if he's going to bend to pressure, Mark Zuckerberg, that is, if he's going to bend to pressure, people are so upset at him, or if he's going to hold fast, if he's going to hold fast and gain some people that way, gain some followers, gain some supporters that way. It's something that I've talked about in the past. CNN had the Trump town hall, and it looked like they were really going to give a chance to conservative voices, and then they took some heat, and so they backed off of that. Um, so we'll just have to see if Zuckerberg. I mean, he's a multi-billionaire, so the guy certainly has the power to hold fast. We'll have to see if that's the case. But yeah, to me, this is very significant. It's very significant on a lot of fronts, and it's refreshing. But we'll just have to see. I'm cautiously optimistic in this, and we'll just have to see how it all shakes out. Let me know your thoughts on all this. I'd like to hear from you, and I will talk to you later.